Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I am sure you all are seeing videos of people calling black people all out, help me this, help me that, and the rest of it. The reality is that everything happening today, black people saw it ahead of time. And all these were the things the reason why black people were calling you people all out back then, so that you all could do the right thing. That was in November. But you all said that our black people are your problem. Black people are supporting the G side. The same black people that stood all out for every one of you to fight for you till it was time for election for them to face their own reality. I rarely see anybody speak up on what is going on when it comes to black community. But you all we always want black people to assist you when you all are not also being helpful. I feel like you all are too wayward when it comes to the things that got to do with politics. You always see green and turn green, see yellow and turn yellow. And then where you are supposed to turn black, you will not turn black. Then you come back later to say that you want to turn black. Things don't work out this way. I love the fact that black people are also standing on business, protecting their own energy, because their energy also needs to be protected. I think everybody should go figure his or her life out at this point in time, because black people told you people. Let's get into the.
Everybody's in a panic. ICE is out. Trump's tariffs are going to raise the prices for American consumers. They won't be able to afford their groceries. Women's rights are out of the question. They're trying to change child labor laws so that the younger can work. They're trying to change it where grown men can marry little children, little girls. They're trying to restrict voting rights. All the things that they're doing is resulting in economic disaster and is going to harm the people. And everybody's losing their fucking minds. Singing, we shall overcome. Saying, where's the government? Where's the Dems? Help us, help us, help us. The whole world is looking at America going, oh my God. They're taking immigrants and putting them into prisons, never to see their families again. And you niggas don't want to stand up for us? Prison system, reproductive health rights, children being snatched up and put into child sex slave stuff, people being abducted off of the streets, never to be seen again. Things are more expensive because someone's going to set those prices differently now in your neighborhood, make them more expensive, especially for healthy items if you can find them. Voting rights, you say. Restricted, you say. Genocide, you say. And all we got was a couple of handmade signs and some t-shirts that other people profited from. Get out there in the streets. Do what you need to do. Everyone screams now. Violence is the answer now. But when it was black people, they had y'all out here bragging that 92% of the protests were peaceful. That is why black people shouldn't do shit for anyone. The world is showing us black people what they do when they really feel there's a crisis against humanity. The world is showing you. 10 out of fucking 10. You know how I know that white people haven't changed at all? What's their favorite thing to say when you bring up slavery? You were never a slave. Get over it. How the fuck you dismiss slavery so easily? How fucked up do you have to be to look at the descendant of slaves and say, get over it. You were never a slave and I never owned slaves. To dismiss the socioeconomic impact, the mental impact. How can you look at people who you've seen and learned in your history class get beat by police officers in your history books? Dogs, there's pictures of dogs attacking black people, water hoses. You know that we were hung and still get hung. You know there's sundown towns, and you can still look at us and say, get over it. Y'all would put us right back in slavery if you could. Y'all are some evil motherfuckers. Y'all would put us right back in chains and think nothing of it. Y'all just dismiss slavery too easily. dismiss Jim Crow too easily, dismiss our whole existence too easily. So when I say black first, I mean black first. Well, hello there. People are literally in my comment section as I speak with hashtag free such and such country and every flag in the Arab world imaginable. Communist sign, LGBTQIA plus flag, all of them, emojis for ableism awareness. In my comment section, a black woman defending a black man, telling us that we're wrong and evil for defending black people. But the only thing in their profile that makes you even think about black people for a second, if you didn't know, being a watermelon in their username. The watermelon. A symbol of black success turned into a character item, now used to show solidarity with the Pali people who house us in Gaza in a place called Quarter of the Slaves, with every imaginable flag for the very people in their bio who have enslaved us in all those countries. Free Libya, there's still sex trafficking there, and their slavery wasn't outlawed until like 1960 something, and they're still doing it. Black African people is who they're trafficking. Free Sudan, but not the black ones who they're committing the genocide against. The Arab ones who are committing the genocide against black Sudanese. Free Egypt, another Arab part of the world that is colonized and still enslaves and abuses black African people. Same with Syria, Lebanon, but nothing in their bios about black people. The only mention that they have of black people is to criticize us for not being a good enough nigga like they know, who supports the causes that they support. In my comment section, a black American whose people are going through a genocide here on this land, telling my people that we need to stand up for our oppressors. Like I said in 2023, you cannot demand the oppressed to stand up for their oppressors. That is what you are demanding of black people. You are demanding the people who white people went to get enslaved black people that brought us here and across the world today, because the slave ports were already opened by the buddies that you want us to support and speak up against. For. That y'all want us to speak up for. Where's free black Americans? That was never a hashtag. It was Black Lives Matter. Thank you. You wouldn't have this visibility about any of these issues if it wasn't for black people. You want us to stand up for the very people who came here and continue to be racist. You want us to stand up for the people who have slurs for us in their languages, in all of their languages. You want to come here and criticize us for not standing up for the people who use the voting rights and immigration rights that we gave them, to flip it on us and tell us we will not vote for a black woman, for a black person. And we will hyper criticize every black person because fuck you and your genocide. We want to pretend that we care about this and these genocides because it's popping right now. The same genocide been going on since 1930s. And before that, they had already been mistreating black people. You know that black Palestinians don't have any protection over there? They're over there struggling with racism from both Palestinians and Israelis? No, you don't know that because you don't look into the black condition. But what about black Americans here that you're demanding so much from? What about our genocide? You only remembered it when it was something that you could attach to a cause you really cared about. You wouldn't have this hyper visibility if it wasn't once again for the blood sacrifice of black people. Y'all have turned it where George Floyd, Elijah McClain, Breonna Taylor, Sonia Macy, Philando Castile, Tamir Rice, Michael Brown, Rakaya Boyd, Eric Garner, Oscar Grant, Tatiana Jefferson, Sean Bell, and thousands more forcibly made sacrificial lambs for everybody else but black people. It was because of their deaths that your movement is able to function now. You spit on the face of the brothers and sisters of the people who died somehow for y'all. This is why I've been saying for years, there is no BIPOC unity. Look how they have the YTs running amok on their behalf. They love it. All of them are so excited to show that they hate black people. Why? Because it's showing it. They already hated us. Now, Afrikaners, the people from the white folk from South Africa are coming here. Those people with families of history of committing a genocide against the black people, against black South Africans. Bringing them here. When the Nazis marched the streets, they're not looking for Palestinians. They come looking for niggers. They come to nigger neighborhoods, chanting down with the niggers. I'm from Tennessee. I'm from Nashville, about 2 hours away from where the KKK started. They're dropping flyers in Clarksville, Tennessee, which is on the border of Kentucky, looking for new recruits where my family lives, where my nephew lives, where my brother lives, where his girlfriend lives. That black family. For intersectionality, my uncle, who I'm very close to, who has a mental disability, in Nashville, where they're dropping KKK flyers. Nashville, where I'm from, where out north, them same people that you want us to defend, them areas that barely speak any fucking English, come to my fucking neighborhood, disrespect black women, then call the police when black men come and defend her. Talking all that shit behind that bulletproof glass counter that they had. Asian folk come into the neighborhood, talk shit about us too. Follow us around stores, off us, with money in our hand to pay. Overturned affirmative action, blamed it on us for the Stop Asian Hate Bill. That Stop Asian Hate Bill then prioritized their hate crime cause and those crimes instead of the people that are affected most by hate crimes, black people. Y'all stand up under every fucking flag and have the nerve to come here with no mention of black people on your tongue, no mention of it, and tell us what we should be standing up for. You have the audacity to criticize black people after going through something you never could. You want to talk about genocide? We're going through one. You have no right to tell us we pro this genocide. None of that. We were trying to avoid our own, and y'all made it worse. LGBTQ rights, disability rights, rights based on gender, trans rights. Black people are affected the most by these things, though. Exactly. Why? Because we're black. We are black. That disqualifies us before we even get to any of the other things you told on yourself. You know why. It does not benefit us to be intersectional with others. We are disqualified from all equality as soon as bleh in the black come out of our mouth. They are showing you what you already knew, black people. I was trying to make a joke with this. I never write nothing down. I was trying to ease it into a joke, but I don't have one. Don't come in my comment section and tell me anything to do, but especially when you don't have a mention or drop of my people in your bio where you list all your real concerns. I ain't seen a BLM from you motherfuckers in years, but y'all got the names, countries of our oppressors in your fucking bio telling us to come. I try to tell y'all, but y'all'd rather listen to motherfuckers like Mecca. And I'm gonna say her name again, you damn right. Because in 2023, she tried to dog walk me for saying the exact same thing I'm saying now. Y'all listening now, huh? Told y'all. We opened ourselves up to attack by letting the enemy in. Black leftists, which is an oxymoron that you call yourself black leftists, since y'all are so inclusive, what you need the black for. But black leftists, while y'all are trying to quote Malcolm X, a man I've studied since I was 12 years old. I'm 33, by the way. Use his white liberal thing. He didn't use the word leftist. White liberal simply meant white person pretending to ally themselves with black folk. He said y'all niggas dumb for your intersectionality. 10 out of 10. Here are a few ways as Black people that we can interact with white people, while also showing how similar we are. Number one, you're going to get you some water. We all drink water, but not just any water. Water at a gas station. What you're going to do is stand by the gas station door and wait until you see a white person coming. You're going to open the door and you're going to go inside. And you're going to do that thing where you leave your arm open and keep the door open as if you're waiting for the au fait to get there. But you're going to surprise them because you're going to turn around real fast, grab the handle of the door, and shut it closed right in their faces. Staring them directly in the eye is optional, but I do suggest it for the full effect. Next, when the white person comes in with that bewildered look in their eyes, you're going to wave them over to come to you. And they will. And you're going to say to them, "You ever heard of washcloths? I got some for the low-low." And then you're going to reveal in your purse or backpack a whole bunch of washcloths that you prepared for this whole thing earlier. Now you have the look from them of bewildered and aghast and insulted. And that means that you're doing this correctly. You're then going to follow them around the store, but not so obvious that they can say you are. You'll just so happen to like Skittles too. Then go get your water. And when you see that they are ready to check out, what I want you to do is bust out into a full sprint to get in line. And when they get there behind you, turn around and give them a big old wink. And then I want you to jokingly say to them, "Now, if you had gotten in front of me, I would have sold you down the river." Then you're going to look condescendingly into what they have in their hands and say to them, "I bet you're glad that they started taking food stamps here." And they're going to tell you, "I don't have food stamps." And you're just going to look at them like this and say, "There's nothing to be ashamed of." Just keep insisting that they are, in fact, on food stamps. Then when you get to the gas station worker, who most likely won't be white, you're going to begin to discuss with them how some people like to live off of the system. Always the victim, never the cause. You're going to talk about how many coal mining jobs are available that they just won't go get. And then, and this is the icing on the cake, you're going to talk about how good Trump is. Because 9 times out of 10, they're a Trump supporter. And that is going to make them confused as hell. If the nigger likes Trump, and then you're going to leave that store with your head held high. Look what you did. Something incredible. Something great. Something that changed both of y'all's worldview forever. Get your reparations where you can. 10 out of fucking 10.
All of the stuff that's happening right now is what Black people were voting to stop. All of the stuff that's happening right now is what Black people are voting to stop. And as much as people want to pretend that there would not have been a difference between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, we would have had a president in Kamala Harris. We wouldn't have had a wannabe dictator in Kamala Harris. We wouldn't have had a fascist dictator in Kamala Harris. A fascist dictator deporting American citizens. A fascist dictator that locked up people, deported people for protesting against their ongoing ethnic cleansing campaign. You would have had ideological differences between Kamala Harris and you. You might have had that, but you would not have had a wannabe dictator. And that's what frustrates me about a lot of people is they still pretend that there would not have been a difference between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump with everything that you're seeing now. You're just being intentionally obtuse because you don't want to acknowledge that you were wrong about something. And even if I disagree with Kamala Harris and Democrats on a lot of different issues, specifically pertaining to what's happening to Palestinians in Gaza, I even could recognize the differences between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. And I voted to stop what we're seeing right now. But for a lot of you, and it's still true to this day, your anti-blackness and proximity to whiteness was more important for you. And because of that, because of your willingness to protect that proximity, we got Donald Trump. We got this literal dictator wannabe in office. You bitches need to wake the fuck up. You really need to wake the fuck up and understand that sometimes you need to pay attention to the nuances in the conversations that are being had, particularly when it's coming from Black people that know this country better than a lot of you.
This is all I got from this video, and she came through, sincerely speaking, because they are always very quick to tell you that they need help. They are very quick to come out to tell you that they are going through something. They are so quick to call you that why are you not assisting them when these people will never come through for you? So what is the essence of calling Black people always to come and assist you, right? You don't appreciate Black people. You do not love them. You do like nothing. But when it's only when they need help that they'll remember that Black people exist. They don't care about anybody's right. The only time they care about right is when it had to do with their own rights. So, I mean, they think Black people are dumb or something, that you can always jump on us anytime you want and jump back. Like, chameleon, you can change to green and come back to black, like gray straight up, and nothing happens. Not anymore. The watermelons people are out there dragging Black people when Black people told them from the onset, let's work together and make it right. And to them, you all remember what they said. Now it will be over their dead body to work with Black people. Why? Because the person Black people are asking them to vote for, or like was telling them she will make things easier and better. But now how bad it is absolutely very bad. It is absolutely very bad for them. Gaza is going through it and the rest of it. I don't know how you people, like everybody feels like Black people owe them something when Black people do not owe you anything. They feel like if Black people don't get into that, like Black people must be part of, Black people must not be part of whatever movement that you are doing, or because Black people are the ones that actually called you people to come, let's do the right thing. You did not do the right thing, but now you want them to start at the forefront. No, you all are going through G-side. Black people are also going through G-side. And there is no G-side that is better, because I rarely hear or see you people speak about Sudan, Haiti, and other people, or what is going on in Black community, or are you people not seeing how Black people are also being affected by majority of the things going on? No, they will never see that because it is none of their business. To them, they feel like Black people will always figure it out. Black people know how to figure things out. As they know how to figure it out, you should learn how to figure your own shit out too. They are not monolith. You all cannot continue to be wayward, because I feel like that is the right thing to say. You all are wayward, right? It is only when it comes to, like, how do you people do all these things and think that, man, these people, they are supposed to answer at any time we call them? You all are not serious, because they actually have other things they are working on and trying to settle. Say enough of all this BS.